The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
All right, you're back at it, and you have The Local Show locked in and ready for some great interviews of local people who have some businesses around town, and you're going to learn all about them.
Tom. So, when it warms up permanently, can I drag you and Nicholas trout fishing?
Probably not, but
Okay.
you might be able to...
You know what? Leave you home. I'll bring Nicholas. Yeah. He's more fun than you anyway.
Right. All right. Mary Hartnett is up with us right now, part of the Hartnett crew that propagates Syracuse and surrounding. She's the owner of Syracuse Dog Walking. How are you, Mary?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. It's very, very nice to meet you. So, you're part of the Hartnett crew. Your father owns a real estate company.
Yep.
And your sister's marketing over at McClurg.
Yes, I'm very proud of both of them.
Yeah, very nice. And so you're obviously a homegrown gal yourself. Did you go to college for anything specific? Or?
Well, college wasn't my
your
forte.
bag. Yeah,
Right,
no,
it's not everybody's.
No. I tried it out. I did a year at Niagara University.
Yeah, very nice
after
place.
I went to CBA for high school.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And so I went to Niagara. And I'm such a big homebody
Yeah.
that even Buffalo is too far.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
After a year, I was like, I gotta come home. So
Yeah.
Did you eat at Mighty Taco?
yes.
Okay, so at least you got a Mighty Taco. Other than that, okay, it's time to go. Yeah.
Yes.
And you visited the falls one day because it's up the road.
Absolutely.
Right.
Rainbow Bridge is the best.
The whole deal.
So, you decided to do your own thing. What got you into dog walking then?
Well, for my whole life, I was obsessed with dogs.
Oh,
I've
really?
always,
Okay.
Even like I was if I heard that there was a dog in the neighborhood, I'd just go knock on their door and be like,
You were that person.
I was that person.
Yeah,
Because, growing up, we didn't have a dog. But then we moved to a new house and we got one.
Okay.
So I grew
All
up with
right.
dogs. I have such a big family. They all own dogs. So
Yeah.
I've just always loved them. I would start my own company with my friends when I was a little kid. And, I would walk people's dogs for 25 cents.
Wow.
Seriously, that's awesome.
Giving them baths.
My father always says that dogs are some of his favorite people.
Yeah, I think, right, because they love you unconditionally. They're
Yes.
happy to see you even on a bad day.
Right.
Yeah.
They're nothing like you, Tom.
No, not at all. I'd like to be a dog.
So you were really did this as a kid.
Yep, and I was obsessed with it. And then my family friend, my dad's best friend from up north, he said, "Oh, my granddaughter, she has a dog walking company," and so my dad met her, gave me her phone number. I worked for her for a year, and then she said, "Do you want to buy it?" So I bought it back in October, took over the company. She moved.
Really?
So it's just been me. I'm the only employee.
No kidding.
So this is real salt of the earth.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I'll walk your dog.
Yeah.
I'll take care of your dog. So
I
it's not
also
like
do overnights.
farmed out. Whoa, you do overnights.
Yes.
So you do dog boarding?
I don't board. I'll stay at the
dog
house.
sitting,
Yes.
yeah.
No kidding.
It's my favorite thing. I love doing it because
Wow.
it's like it's kind of fun. It's also not fun at the same time, but it
Right.
is fun because it's like kind of a vacation for the dog
Right.
and for you.
Yeah.
So
Do you look in people's medicine cabinet?
no.
Okay.
I
just
don't.
checking it out.
I'm one of those people who I always say to myself, I'm the intruder. I'm the one coming in, walking your dog. So I'm gonna be as respectful for everybody's property as possible.
My daughter does a little of that freelance. I don't know if she would ever start a company like that, but she's a teacher full time.
Oh, nice.
But you guys are probably close to in age. She's 26.
Have you ever been in a bigger city where you see someone walking,
Yeah,
like
walking
8 dogs
like-
by?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know if that's even healthy.
The total I have, I think, is 5 dogs that I've walked at one time.
Yeah, that's gonna be
lot.
tough.
It can be a lot, but I like to. I don't really mix dogs. I don't.
Yeah.
Depends on how the dog's personality is. So if any dog that's in a home with multiple dogs, that's all I'll keep it. I also like to ignore dogs while I walk their dogs, because it's like I'm responsible for their loved one. This is
right.
Like, some people
sure.
have the dogs that are like children. So you gotta,
So you are a hardcore dog lover. I mean, when you talk about dogs, YouTube listeners, her face lights up. She's, you can see it.
Yeah.
And so if somebody wants someone that loves their dog and just doesn't do a task, that sounds like...
Yeah, I mean, I full-blown fall in love with the dogs like they're my own. I mean, all my clients, currently I have 56 active clients. Not all are daily walks. Some are just overnights whenever they need me. And I have a lot of traveling nurses. So anytime a traveling nurse is
So when the nurse is away...
then I will give them cards, and then they would give it to the next group of
So
nurses.
you'll go to the home a couple times a day, or however it works out, let the dog out, give the dog a little love, and then that is amazing.
Yeah, I offer 15-minute walks, 30-minute walks, and 45-minute walks. And they're all different prices, but I have them on my Facebook.
Right.
And do you walk them right around the person's neighborhood, right?
And, sometimes when I'm, like, meeting the dog, I'll let the dog walk me. I let him pick whatever he wants to go or she wants to go. And then if it ends up being a longer walk than 15 minutes, I'll only charge for 15, just kind of to get used to, them getting used to me and me getting used to them.
Did you ever think that you need extra education to do this? Like
I have got my certification in dog walking and pet
That's a thing.
Yep, it is. There's a lot of online websites you can go to. I went through, I think it's pet sitting, something like that. But there's a ton of different websites out there that you can use. And, there's a lot of websites that are like Rover and Wag that you can get dog walks done.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
They are just, it's kind of like a DoorDash for dog walking. So you don't really know who's coming in your house. You don't really have the information.
That's not safe.
So that's why I like my clients to email me. I'll set up a meet and greet. I'll go to their house. I'll make sure that they know who I am. They, everything. And then.
Do you ever say no? Like, you know what? Your dog is evil. You know what? Thanks for calling, but don't call again.
Yeah, I've had a lot of dogs that are reactive dogs. So I just, I will work with the client to make sure that I have the right tools to make the dog successful for their walks and for me successful. And, expectations are always a little low when I'm going in. Yeah. Just because, you never know the situation. A lot of these rescue dogs have some, previous issues that they just, I don't want to stress them out more. And
so Tom has a beagle that has some challenges. What would you recommend Tom do with his dog?
Just keep up on training. Make sure
it's too late.
Beagles are fun. They're a fun dog.
Yeah. Well, he's very lazy at this point.
He's the size of like your car.
Yeah, I have had many dogs that will be stubborn and don't want to walk on walks, but that's what treats are for.
So I read that 50% of the people have dogs, something like that. So if you have a dog and you jot this number down, because here's a young lady that's passionate about dogs that can help you out. Her phone number is 430-8738. Her name's Mary Hartnett of the Hartnett clan, Tom. 430-8738. She has an email address, syracusedogwalking@gmail.com. And I guess you can find her on Facebook too. You probably easy to find it. Syracuse Dog Walking. So if you have a dog or you're thinking, hey, I could use a hand here or watch it, 430-8739. Thanks for coming in, Mary.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.